Good Monday morning, everybody, and thanks for being with us here on KXAN Live. Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio on this very cloudy Monday morning here in the Austin area. Wanted to focus really, though, on an investigative series that launched on KXAN just last week. It's called Held Up and looked into dysfunction with a state program called the Crime Victims Compensation Fund. Crime victims can get money from the state to help them, but a KXAN investigation found many are waiting for payment for months or even years. Here to update us on some of the newer aspects of this project is investigative reporters Matt Grant and David Barrera. Matt and David, thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it joining us so early on a Monday morning. Wanted to lay the groundworks for what you all are looking into specifically, this Crime Victims Compensation Program. Matt, let's take a look at a piece from your story that aired last week, and we'll explain a little bit more right after this.
The 4-decade-old Crime Victims Compensation Program is managed by the Texas Attorney General's office. It's meant as a last resort to help survivors of traumatic crimes rebuild their lives. Last year, the fund distributed $71 million. It doesn't use tax money, instead relying on court fees and federal grants to pay victims, typically up to $50,000. Things like hospital bills, lost income, rent, and funerals. But payment data shows the time a victim is waiting to receive their first check is up, from an average of 109 days last September to almost 150 September this year.
Back now with Matt and David with our investigative team. Matt, we heard there about people waiting long periods of time for that financial assistance, even though they've been victims of crime. What are some of the reasons that you all found out in your reporting for those delays?
Well, a lot of it is attributed to high turnover in the Attorney General's office, specifically in the Crime Victims Compensation Division. The Attorney General's office manages the fund. As you heard, it's not paid for with tax dollars. We're talking about court fees, federal grants. Many times someone convicted of a crime makes a phone call from prison. A portion of the fee goes into this fund. But in the Attorney General's office in this division, we're finding that employees are quitting in record numbers. And through interviews with current and former employees, through exit surveys, we found that they're leaving because of low morale, high stress loads. Some of them tell us they're handling hundreds of cases at once. One person who quit said she was handling up to 600 cases, others 900, and also that combined with low pay. One of the former employees who worked in that division said she was making about $40,000 a year before taxes. Well, that combined with inflation, with rising rent costs, rising rent in Austin, it just wasn't affordable to take a job like that with such a high stress load. Even in exit surveys, employees were saying, one person wrote, quote, "It's the money, honey." I mean, these are employees who are really spelling it out and making it clear to us and to the AG's office that pay is a factor. And unfortunately, because employees are leaving, that means that these caseloads that they've left behind then get transferred to other case managers. That creates backlog and burnout, and the crime victims in Texas are the ones who are suffering even more than they already have been.
And what you all really detailed, and I want to highlight a graphic that you put together showing just how long some people are waiting. David, I want you to explain what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so every time a victim receives their first payment after they've applied, the Crime Victims Compensation Division notes the number of days it takes for them to receive that payment, and then each month they average that. And so you can see in this chart, the top line is the average number of days for each month that it's taking these victims of a crime to receive their first payment after they have applied, and it goes up quite pretty significantly there in the last year. And if you look below that, the yellow line, that's another metric that they track, which is the number of times, or the number of cases where it takes over 250 days for them to receive a payment. And that sort of sends up a red flag and they're not supposed to go over that amount of time. And you can see that the number of cases where it's taken longer than 250 days has also increased in the past year because of the problems that we found.
And you can read more about that again on KXAN.com right now, because this investigative series is available for you all to review at home. I'm wondering, though, where this all started. How did you all start on this path to look into this fund? What was it that tipped you off to say, hey, let's look into this?
Well, it kind of started after Uvalde, after the tragic shooting there. We wanted to look into how the fund was working. And it's coming up in the news now. A couple months ago, Senator Gutierrez said that he thought that the fund wasn't paying out victims quick enough and that it was meager what they were getting. The AG's office has kind of pushed back on that and say there's been hundreds of applicants and they've paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars so far. But that kind of got us interested in looking at more at the program, but how it's been effective or not for crime victims throughout the state. I mean, this is a resource that's provided and promised to crime victims of violent crimes. I mean, these are people who have been kidnapped, raped, the families of murder victims. This is money that's meant to help them rebuild their lives, pay for funeral costs, for domestic violence victims to escape abusive situations. And we wanted to see how those victims were doing and if the money is actually going out as it should. So that's what got us looking into this. And then through talking to former and current employees, we started learning more and more about the division, and then we started putting in public records requests to get more data to show what's really a sad trend right now.
The Texas Attorney General's office, as you mentioned, oversees this fund. And what did the office respond to whenever you all reached out to them? Did you ever get an interview with Attorney General Ken Paxton about this?
We did not. We tried a number of times, asked for an interview, asked when that wasn't going to happen. We asked them to answer specific questions about our findings. We were unable to get any questions answered, really. After all of our attempts for an interview and to get questions answered, they ultimately sent a fairly short statement saying that they were working hard for the victims of crimes in Texas, and that was about it. So it wasn't for a lack of trying, but we did not manage to get an interview.
We reached out for about a month asking for an interview, and then as David mentioned, specific questions, and unfortunately we didn't get anything more than just a short statement.
Yeah, I'm wondering now if this had any impact on the campaign trail, because the Attorney General's office is on the ballot and will be decided tomorrow during the election. So are you all seeing that pop up as an issue with candidates out there on the campaign trail?
We did ask Ken Paxton's opponent, as well as several lawmakers that are involved in the criminal justice issues in the legislature. We asked them and their opponents. We spoke with several Democrats on the House Criminal two Democrats on the House Criminal Jurisprudence Committee. We reached out to their opponents as well. We did ultimately talk to a couple Republicans and did hear pretty much across the board from the people that talked to us that they felt what we found was not acceptable and should be improved.
Yeah, the lawmakers that have responded in a bipartisan fashion have said that it's troubling, and we anticipate that this might come up in the next legislative session, trying to get more funding for that division.
Yeah, your second part of this investigative series just published on our website right now over on KXAN.com, and this really looks at what lawmakers are viewing this particular issue as they approach this next legislative session come January. What did they tell you, Matt? Will this come up and be discussed during the session?
Some lawmakers have already promised to bring it up. So yeah, we anticipate that it will. I mean, ultimately this is going to require the legislature appropriating more money for this division, and hopefully if more money goes to that division, that would pay for maybe salary increases, that would help retain some of the employees they have. So that's what lawmakers are hoping. We expect that this will come up.
All right, well, hopefully some solutions will pop up out of that. What's ahead with this story as we look forward to what you all are rolling out with this investigation?
We're planning on doing more reporting. There's more aspects of the data collection that this division does that we're looking into. We want to interview more people that work in the division, and so and crime victims. So we're continuing to work on this. Obviously, you just said the legislative session is coming up. If and when this is addressed there, we'll be following bills that do that.
And we'd like to look at how it's affecting the Uvalde families as well. So that's another avenue that we want to take a look at to make sure that they're getting the money that is that they could need right now.
Yeah, some of the victims that you spoke to in your piece, Matt, talk about what they went through and how this has affected them now.
Yeah, I mean, one victim, Dana Ewing, said she was in an abusive marriage situation for 6 years. Her husband has passed away, but we verified her story through photos and through court records and protective orders. But she tells a story of just torment for years, physical, emotional, mental abuse, just being battered, just a terrible story. And so she, in 2018, was physically assaulted and went to the hospital, and that's when she found out about the Crime Victims Compensation Fund. And records show she's paid maybe just a quarter back of the money that she was hoping to get back based on her total bills. The fund is meant as a last resort, so when insurance won't pay, when Medicare, Medicaid, when all other avenues are exhausted, this fund is meant to be a lifeline for these victims. And Dana Ewing tells us she's been waiting since 2018, years just for some money to cover medical expenses. For her, she says these bills are now going into collections. And so they're calling her saying, hey, you owe this money. And she's saying, well, it's the state. The state's supposed to be paying this money. So there's confusion there. But it's not just her. We've heard from Samantha Carlson, who told us that she was raped in Austin years ago in 2019, and she needs the money to pay for therapy bills, for medication that she was taking to treat PTSD and suicidal ideations. I mean, these are victims who really desperately need this help right now, and they say that they've been struggling for years. Patricia Bourdon is another woman we talked to. She was in a situation where she was abused and beat up at the home she was living in this attack with a broomstick. She got out of that situation but had nowhere to go. She's homeless right now, and she could really use the money. She was approved for it 3 months ago, and records show as of right now she hasn't received anything. So these are victims who really need this help and just aren't getting it.
Well, thank you both for looking into this and for sharing these findings, and continue reporting on what will be unfolding in the months ahead. So we appreciate it. Matt Grant, David Barrera, thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. You can read and check out this whole series, the Hold Up series. It's available right now on KXAN.com. This is the main story there. Again, the headline is Held Up, Crime Victims Waiting for State Money. It is available on KXAN.com and on the KXAN News app that you can check out on your smartphone right now. Thank you all for watching here this morning. We do appreciate it. Again, I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We'll see you back here throughout the day with other updates, so please stay with us. Hope you all take care.